Right, going to do my first video. We're on Friday. Came over to Ireland on Monday. First cock up, left all the keys. So we had to use the bolt crops, cut through the gate at the top, and then we had to unload the trailer. That was on Tuesday. After Monday night, realising that somebody's nicked our post bin, so we've got no mail at all, so we can't connect to the electricity. We ain't got any telephone numbers, we've got an MPAN number, we've got absolutely nout. So we went to buy a new bin, which I'm going to have to sort out. That was a trailer. Where's it gone? That's the massive trailer, box trailer that we got. So I emptied all that on Tuesday/Wednesday, because that was, well, all the stuff that we got. What else we got? Had to move stuff using the wheelbarrow, empty all the glass out, sort out the motorhome, because the motorhome were packed full of stuff, and then we've had to move it all into here, which is our workshop. That'd be a bit dark. You can see there's bits of stuff that we've been doing. Into here. Here's all the windows, and the boys are staying in here. We've got all the stuff over there. That's all the stovepipe, bits of tools, painting stuff. Yeah, all that too. That's all come out of the trailer. So yeah, there's lots of stuff. And then over the next few days, then we've been de-taping the windows to make sure all the plastic don't stick to the internals, and then trying to sort out the static. So what we found out is the electric meter has been disconnected remotely. Fuck you, energy company. Panels have all been blown off the static because it's been insulated. So we've got all this to fix. All that's to do. Obviously there was a storm that's blown a trampoline, not our trampoline, but it's on our land, but trampoline round to the back. Everything's been blown over, damaged. Fortunately the roof's still intact. What else we got? Hang on, so we get around here and we can see the static that I've recently been painting. As you can see, we've ripped it all out apart from the kitchen. So yeah, trying to do this with no electric. We realised that the gas fire is still connected, so we've got a bit of gas going on, so we can utilise that. But last 2 days all I've been doing is basically cutting it all in and sorting everything out, trying to fill it all and take stuff down. Shower, we've got to buy a new shower curtain. The shower hose broke since we touched it. So one of the first nights that we stopped was in here on the floor with 2 mattress toppers. Since then I've got a single mattress and some cushions and stuff that were left over, so I've tucked up. So that's our hidey hole, and there's no electric. Got a washing machine, no electric, so we've had to use laundrette. So yeah, it's been a ball ache, I'm not gonna lie, especially a 6 week year old. 6 week old. What else went wrong? Oh, there we go. So the toilet that I bought to replace the other one, which is there, got it all the way over here, carried it all out the trailer, put it down on the floor and broke it. We had to cut through the padlock and the chains on the warehouse, or the storehouse, workshop, whatever you want to call it. We had to break into the house because we've got no keys, so we had to break through the window. The static we had to break into, so I used a shovel on the lock and pop the lock. So we had to buy a new replacement lock, new replacement handle. Honestly, it's been a absolute series of travesties. What else went wrong? Loads of other stuff. There might be about 3 or 4 other things, so as you can tell I'm absolutely cream crackered. I haven't even looked in the mirror since Sunday. Not even had a shower yet. I'm up till 7 o'clock at night until it goes dark, trying to work with minimal lighting from a lamp and a candle, and then cook food. So obviously because Mick's looking after hvitur, so yeah, it's taking its toll. But I think that's the worst bit out of the way. We're just trying to get the AMPAN number now from the energy company. We found out that it's £2 a minute, so we've sent an email 2 days ago and they've not replied because it's Good Friday today. Yeah, it's what it is. Onwards and upwards. Right, adding on from the last video. Obviously I'm putting them all together as a edit and go along. We're on Monday, bank holiday Monday. How many other things went wrong? We had the motorhome run out of gas, propane. Obviously we've got British bottles, like you do, and I don't think they're going to be able to take them and fill them up. But it doesn't really matter anyway because they were closed Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Monday today. So we've been running off one large bottle of propane in the static. The shower holder broke. The shower pipe broke. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in the last one. So I replaced all that. The shower curtain that we bought is a little bit too short, so I ended up putting more rings on it to make it longer because it was pissing water all over the floor. What else went wrong? Generator, absolute bag of shit. Brand new generator, which I've had for probably 18 months, 2 years. Sine wave inverter, 2.5 kilowatt, that thing. Sadly, numpty here. I had it for about 12 months. And then I thought, oh, do you know what? I need to put some fuel in it so I can give it a test. So I put some diesel in it. Turns out it was petrol. So obviously I've had it upside down and dried it all out and whatnot, and then I've just left it, not thought anything of it, and then we've come to put 10 litres of petrol in it and it will not start. So I don't know whether the spark plug or something's gone or whether the diesel's damaged it or whatever. Yeah, we had a lot of rain over these last few days, so we were struggling. Oh, the inverter kept cutting off for the freezer because we've had very little sun, so we've switched it over onto the van battery for the motorhome. But today it's been glorious. So I've finished second coating all the cutting in, so the only thing that's left to do now in the static is paint. And today I've had all my tools, absolutely everything I've got, out in the sun, and then I've had to go through and put them all in order. Joinery, decorating, building, tiling, plumbing, electrics, all the different tools that I've got. It's madness. So yeah, today's been not so bad. So tomorrow we're going to go and get a massive bottle of gas filled up. No, in fact, no, we're going to buy a new one. Buy a brand new one. I think they're about 110 euros. I hope that's including the bottle. And then we're going to have the second one, which is connected to the static, as a backup. So when that runs out, we'll just switch on to the new one, and then I'll get that to the one filled up as well. So we've got 2 big bottles, and then I'll see what we can do for the motorhome, because it'd be nice to have some gas. So yeah, that's pretty much it really. It's been nice. Making slow progress, as it were. Obviously, because I've got the little one, he takes up quite a bit of time. So, oh, I fit the bin. I drilled dig out a nice big hole and put some timber in the bottom, and then put a piece of 3x2 sticking up, and then drilled a couple of holes in the bottom of this big plastic bin, which we use as a mail bin. And then I've put another piece of wood in the bottom of the mail bin, and then basically made a giant letter I. And then obviously packed it around with earth and some rocks and stuff like that, so no one can lift out the bin now and nick our bin. But yeah, we need to have a fire to get rid of some bits and bobs. I think we're going to go out for a drive just to see and put some charge back in the motorhome. But yeah, still no electric. They've not responded to any emails. I've sent them a message on Twitter. Nothing. So they're an absolute bunch of assholes, to be honest. Because to me, it's like, you can cut people off, but you can't get in touch with them to put you back on. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find out how to jury this meter. It looks a bit different than ours, so I think I'm going to. I think we're maybe signing up for it just so as we can get some electric and some stuff like that, and we get it underway, and then we're not actually having any hassle. And then when we get to a certain point, I'm going to put them on notice that I've took the meter out, put my own meter in, which you can do lawfully, even though it says all these nasty little things and little stickers. And then I'll be asking them serious questions regarding their supplier's license, evidence of a signed contract, which we obviously never have. I'm not too sure if they've got a supplier's license, but either way. And then I'm going to claim that I'm the supplier because I've got the meter, and see where we go from there. And today, which is Tuesday after, so I think we've been here like 2 weeks now, 3 weeks, I don't know. Today has been absolutely flag cracking, but there's been loads of other stuff that's been going wrong. Yeah, the Jenny, we tried ringing somebody to get the Jenny fixed. This was from the plant hire company. A guy who used to work there, when I went in asking if they could do generator repairs or something like that. I said, failing that, I can go and speak to a mechanic, because they obviously deal with people like morons like me that put diesel in things that should require petrol. And yeah, so I spoke to one chap and he sounds very reluctant to do it. I think the main reason being is because they're not used to working on a certain maker generator, so the Irish are a little bit like, oh, don't want to do anything wrong and break anything. Fucking Welsh. Yeah, so they're only used to working on what they want to work on and what they like. And I found that out this week by going to the builder's merchant and finding some piping. Fucking what? All I ever deal with is like 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches. They don't touch no else. They don't need converters, they don't need reducers, much other than from 1.5 inch down to 1.25 inch, and that's it. Everything's so easy, it's so basic. It's like, take your fucking brain out. It's mint. Yeah, what else went wrong? Oh, come on, look at this fucking idiot. So basically, the other rainy day, I think it was Sunday, I forgot to mention it when I did the last video, or it might have been Monday, Easter Monday, don't know. Electric company, just you fucking wait to find out what's been going on. Oh, if you're wondering what's going on, I'm walking around because I've been fucking painting my bed frame in my underpants. Because I can. Because there's no fuck around here. Because I got like 8.5 acres. And it's pretty spacious on one side. And yeah, it kind of works out that we're shielded from anywhere. Like the road or passes by. Guess what Numpty's done? That's right. He reversed into the fucking trailer. Because I couldn't see it. God's honest. Didn't see the fucking thing. Mick turns round. I'm looking at side window. Mick's going. I'm like. She went, do you not know what you've just done? No. Just reversed and brought the light. Did I? Didn't hear a fucking thing. Didn't feel a thing. Well, I wouldn't do because it's massive. So, yeah. That's all. What else went wrong? Oh! This is another reason why I'm out on my feet walking across this fucking horrible shit. Fucking whoever put that in. Oh, you bastard, you. Get me on this fucking grass. Oh, fucking hell. Look at this. Now it goes from that horrible shit into this. Oh. It's the plushest carpet you'll ever walk on. Honestly. Flip-flop, didn't I? Brought my fucking flip-flop. Walking across that at night. Fuck, I've got to put the fucking cat bin. Oh no. And I've got to put the litter tray in. Because they've been pissing in the fucking workshop. Because I'm trying to get them used to pissing and doing all the business outside. Because they've been like in a house for a long time. Several months in fact. December through till March April. So that's me every day cleaning the fucking litter tray out 4 months. No wonder I'm looking old and stinking of piss. So yeah, fuck off outside. You got all this shit to play with. Go and fuck off somewhere. Go and have a shit somewhere else. Try and shit in someone else's garden if you can fucking find one. As you can tell, I'm actually in better spirits because I've had some weed cake and because I'm in better spirits because it's been sunny and I mean I'm nearly complete on the kitchen. I'm fanning around on that. But yeah, all the painting got done. Blasted it all out with a roller over 2 days. Whole thing 1 day and the whole thing again the second day. And then I started fitting the kitchen about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like you do. And that was just a good excuse then to go to the local pub, Fiddler's Elbow, which does massive portions of food. And we do the reading because we ordered 1 portion and then we split it between us. Electric company, you ready for this? Basically, run around over 3 days on the phone, £2.75 per minute. £2.75 per minute. And sales, customer services, emails, responding to emails, phone calls, they respond at 3:30 and they shut at 5. And then we got through till Friday. Fucking Friday. Bearing in mind, we've been here since Tuesday, the week before. Alright, so we're heading up to 10 fucking days of this shitstorm that we've been in because obviously of all the issues from previous. Gas, lack of fucking sunlight. Yeah. Comes to the crunch, we have to set up an account because they've been remotely disconnected in their infinite wisdom, because that's the capability they have nowadays for these smart meters. This is why you need to take them out, because these bastards are fucking with people. Case in point being over £200 in phone fucking calls. You hear that echo? That's how serious that number was. £200 in calls. 45 minutes on one call, 25 minutes on another. Fuck knows on all the others. I've not even asked. So I basically got bounced around, or Mick got bounced around from sales to customer services, didn't get told we got transferred, then transferred us back from customer services through back to sales, didn't tell us what they were doing, and then sales then transported us through to accounts and personnel or something fucking stupid. I was like, what is going on? Turns out they fucking misread the email and fucked up, thinking that we'd been disconnected. And because we were from the UK, they obviously needed extra ID from previous places that we lived and Mick's name. And obviously it was all in my name. And I got my name on the house. So it's me that has to do it all. So rather than just edit the account, they needed us to create a new one. But did not inform of this at any point throughout the £200 worth of phone calls. They could have said this in an email, and they didn't. So 7 o'clock at night, we got a phone call from Northern Ireland, even though we're in Southern Ireland, from Energia's sales manager, apologising deeply for the miscommunication and the fact that we've been stuck with a fucking vulnerable baby, let alone us, for 10 days without fucking electric. And you think I'm not going to take your meter out and replace it with my own lawfully? And then I'm going to ask you, if you're watching this, you shitheads, for evidence of contract, which you're not going to have because nobody signs anything. So there's no terms and conditions that are going to be enforced. I am now technically the lawful supplier because I own that meter, because that's what you charge me on. You charge me on the ticks on that meter. You can't charge me for the gas or the electric or whatever it is, because you can't claim that you create it. So you can't own it. And if you don't own it, you can't charge for it. So we are the suppliers with our own meters. and I'm going to ask if you've got a contract, which you've not, and I'm going to ask you for evidence of your supplier's license, and I'm going to ask you for legislation that covers you in your supplier's license, and how you can enforce legislation upon someone using such license, which you haven't got. No, you've not got it, because none in Britain have got it, and Ireland's owned by Britain because they're registered and they're using solicitors, which means they're using legalese, which means they're crown, which means Ireland is owned by Britain. It's an illusion. They're in Europe, my ass. Funny old world. So some of you may know, back in November 2021, I replaced my meters in the property that I used to live in, and claimed that I was the supplier, put them on notice and sent them letters using the Christian name only. They don't like Christians. It's funny that, isn't it? Seems to be a thing about Christians at the moment in 2025. Maybe it's because if you're actually stood as a Christian and use your first name only, you didn't use the surname, which is a corporate name, which is Rome, surname, slave name, family, slave, house is what your last name is meant to be, house, of the house. But they changed the definition of the word house back in the 1500s, I think, to trick us. It's house is not where you live, it's your name of your house, like House Gryffindor and House Potter, fucking I don't know, whatever. Just saying with Irish, they had the O'Connells, and when they came to working in England, Britain, they were told that they have to drop the O. Now the O means of, so of Connell, of the family Connell, of the house Connell. Sorry, don't use the word family, of the house Connell. And from that, obviously they could tax you because you're using the corporate surname, which is registered normally. It's the surname they need. The surname supersedes the first name. Your first name is actually your surname, your last name, box name, in capitals, because you are the vessel, the registered vessel, at birth by the dock tour and all that other nonsense. Sorry, I'm just stepping on these stones around the area that used to be the trampoline area. But anyway, I'm going on. We finally got the electric on. I don't like electric companies. I don't like anyone claiming authority and all these other things that they do, and corporations that are basically ripping us off and treating us like slaves. I'm not here for it. Yeah, mate. Check it out. Who it isn't? Hivwith, come on. Show these people just how sexy you are. Rawr. There you go. That's a sexy cat. He's well happy. He lost some weight as well, the fat pud. And yeah. Good lad. Tingers is just a fight with a farm cat. Kicked its fucking ass. Yeah, today's been good. Today's been a good day. And we are getting a dryer delivered tomorrow. In the middle of a heat wave. Oh, when I went into that room inside the house, I didn't show you. The washing machine, the fridge, they're all working. So, yeah. And Tingers is over there chilling. So, onwards and upwards.